improvise, adapt, overcome. These three words are the main words that every FGC game and every FGC follower lives by. If you cannot adapt, you cannot improvise. If you cannot improvise, you cannot overcome. And you are doomed to failure forevermore. But what happens if adaptation is not enough? What happens when your opponent can adapt quicker than you, improve better than you, and overcome anything you can do to them? What happens then? Do you give up? Do you admit that your veins are filled with sodium chloride? Or do you say, screw that shit. Let me concentrate. Move that weight. Show me how you regulate. Hold up. Wait, that shit's fake. Get these niggas up out my face. In the words of XZIBIT, 2014. Hello, welcome to another video. I am Winter. I hope you enjoyed that beginning. Today's video, we're going to be talking about adaptation. More so, adaptation in fighting games. Now, adaptation. What does this mean? This means for example, your opponent, you're fighting your opponent, you're going toe to toe. But your opponent seems to be clutching out all his matches. He seems to be beating you every single time. You don't know how. But you know this guy is doing something that you can capitalize on, but you're not quite getting it yet. There's something there. He's doing something wrong, but you can't see it. It's just non-existent. Like the electoral votes and how Trump won. How the hell did he pull that off? Congrats, though. Back to what I was saying. Adaptation is one of the most key words, key points in any FGC follower, any FGC player, etc. You need to adapt to your opponent. You need to adapt to what they do wrong, what they're doing right, how they play, how they carry themselves. Adaptation is one of the deepest focal points in any fighting game. Without adaptation, you're doomed to fail. But how do we adapt? How do we figure out what your opponent's doing wrong, and how do we capitalize on that? It's very simple. The answer is simple on paper, but the process may be a little difficult to pull off. See, in a fight, when you're beginning to lose your fights consistently, I'm talking about you've lost one match, you lost a second match, and you're on the way to lose the third match. There's something you have to do as a player in order to figure out how to start winning. You need to focus. You need to concentrate. You need to figure out what they're doing wrong. So then you stop pressing buttons. You stop being overconfident. You start trying to oppress yourself on your opponent. You start blocking and you start watching. You start figuring things out. Has he always dashed forward 2 times and grabbed me? Does he always jump in at that range? Why is he throwing a Hadouken 2 character spaces away like I can't jump in on him? And when you figure that out, when that happens, then you have to learn how to capitalize on that. He's going to dash in twice. Let me hit him with a meaty crush counter just to tell him to shut up. Just to get him to back off. He's jumping in on me. Let me anti-air that. You don't have to DP every time. Once you focus your character down, you get that character level to the point where you feel that you've mastered him, or at least you've mastered his basics, then yes, you can him every time he jumps in. But most of these characters have another option of anti-airing. Ryu, for example, has a crouching heavy punch. Most people don't realize that, because most Ryu players like to stand light jab. That only works online. Trust me, I know. Because I got bodied offline in a tournament 3 times when I tried to anti-air jab a Nakali. Certain things work online and offline. This guy's throwing a Hadouken 2 character spaces away. Let me not press a button and just wait for him to throw that Hadouken again. So here's 2 things I can do. If I have full super and V-trigger, I can just pop V-trigger to stop the time, input the super, and go right through that Hadouken. Or what I could do is just jump in on him. He's been jumping in on me. I'll jump back on him. Things like that is how you adapt in a fighting game. It's being able to watch your opponent, see everything he does, and capitalize on that. Now, I'm not saying you have to read his mind, because truthfully, that's impossible. If he decides to wake up crush counter, you're not going to predict that. Because in your mind, he's going to wake up block, or wake up jab, or wake up EXDP. If he decides to wake up sweep, something stupid, and you don't block that, well, now he's an advantage. My point is, in order to adapt, or at least this is what I'm starting to figure out. Because like I said, I'm not the best player in Street Fighter 5, excuse me. Because I definitely wasn't the best in Street Fighter 4. But Cody was my boy, I'm just going to say that. Anyway, I'm not the best in Street Fighter 5. But I'm learning in Street Fighter 5. I'm learning my mistakes. And you know how is the best way to learn, the best way to adapt, the best way to improve yourself? Replays. They're such a magnificent tool to better yourself. It's so beautiful what watching a replay can do for you. I would know, because I definitely didn't do that the entire time since Street Fighter 5's been out. I just now recently started doing that. Again, I'm not the best. But watching your replays, figuring out your negatives is a great way to adapt and become a better player. Not just in Street Fighter, I'm talking about all fighting games. Injustice 2 is coming out soon. Tekken 7 is coming out soon. All these games are coming out soon. You have to be able to look at yourself and learn from your mistakes. If you, for some other reason, are losing 3 games, and you're just now starting to figure out this guy's jumping in at retarded ranges, that's a wake-up call. Damn. I need to go back in training mode to learn my basics. Because truthfully, my anti-airs are garbage. That's what I figured out yesterday. I can't anti-air for shit. That explains why people keep jumping in on me. But I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit random. I know it was lighthearted, man. I'm just trying to have some fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do me a favor, hit the like button if you liked it. Comment if you enjoyed it. Subscribe. All that good stuff. I liked having fun. I enjoy playing fighting games, and to be honest, I need to play a little bit more. I'm waiting for Tekken 7 to come out. Oh my god, Tekken 7. And I'm waiting for Injustice. I don't know about Injustice. I'm a little iffy about Injustice. Don't know. But anyway, I'm out of here. I'm going to catch y'all guys later. Peace.